Hey, it's Scotty. Recently, I got a comment on one of my videos that said, all I do in my guinea pig care videos is plug my free guinea pig care guide, and that I don't actually give any guinea pig advice. Well, I said, welcome to the channel, and since you're new here, I have over 1,000 guinea pig care videos, guinea pig related videos. I've got playlists on guinea pig bonding, guinea pig cage setup, taming, diet and nutrition, and common illnesses, and more. And so I really hope that you will check those playlists out. But the reason why I'm always plugging my free guinea pig care guide, remember it's free and it's where I share all the information that I've learned volunteering with the LA Guinea Pig Rescue for over 10 years and a number of other rescues, and learning from some of the best vets in California and the world. The reason why I share my guinea pig care guide is because I can't explain it all in one video. There's so much to guinea pig care, and these videos would be really long if I explained everything there was about guinea pig care in one video. But I want to make a video right now and explain what I think are some of the most important points. So I hope you'll watch to the end, and if there is a really important like beginner point, or maybe it's something that you've learned after years of experience, please go ahead and share that in the comments, because there are a lot of people that come to the channel and maybe this person was looking for some basic guinea pig care, and they're like, oh, now I have to read something. My guinea pig care guide is basically 5 pages, and it has a lot of the videos embedded in it, and it also has links to in-depth videos about each section, and links to the playlists for those sections. So at the bottom of the cage setup section, there's a link to the cage setup playlist. At the bottom of the diet section, there's a link to the diet playlist where I share some ways to save time and money, and go into some of the details about what we recommend at the LA Guinea Pig Rescue. So I do urge you to read my free guinea pig care guide, watch some of those videos, and check it out, because that is going to be your resource. I also have a worldwide rescue list and a worldwide vet list, but here are 5 of what I think are some of the most important tips that I could give. Number 1, guinea pigs shouldn't live alone. Now, I have a video called Bonding Rules where I explain the combinations that work best. But basically, boys should be in pairs, girls can be in pairs or groups. And generally, there's only about a 20% chance that any 2 single boys you put together are going to get along. That's why it helps to go to a rescue where you can do multiple play dates. With girls, it's kind of the opposite. Generally, even though there might be some squabbling and some jostling for their position in the pecking order, about 80% of the time, 2 girls will get along, and when you put a big group of girls together, they will generally get along. So in the case where they can't get along, boys can live happily side by side. 2 different groups of girls can get along side by side, and they'll be happy. It's really important that you have piggies at least sharing the same room, if not the same cage, when it is possible. And when you work with a rescue, when you go to and support a rescue, they're going to be your best bet for making that happen. Number 2, guinea pigs need a minimum of, for a pair of guinea pigs, 10 square feet. Now, guineapigcages.com has a really cool chart about what size cage for what size pigs, but bigger is always better. And I can no longer really, in good conscience, recommend a minimum of 8 square feet for a pair of piggies, but I really recommend 10 square feet per pair and 8 square feet minimum for a single. So if you had 2 boys that didn't get along but happily live side by side, they each need 8 square feet. What are you doing back there, BB? So it's really important that piggies have much more space than they will present to you at the pet shops. So really, it's really important that they have that space. And when they do, they will run and jump and just be so happy and show their appreciation. And they're just so much more fun when they're active like that. So I recommend, please, a minimum 10 square feet per pair, a minimum of 8 square feet for a single, and that's only when you've got singles living side by side. One of the main reasons why I recommend that it's at least that, 8 square feet sounds like a lot, but once you start putting in a house and a tunnel and a hay rack and a food bowl and stuff, before you know it, it's really cramped. And if you have 2 piggies in an 8 square feet, 2 houses or 2 tunnels and a bowl and a big hay rack, there's no longer very much running space, and piggies need as much uninterrupted horizontal space as possible. Okay, we're only at number 2, and the piggies are getting restless. I've got to refill their hay racks. Some piggies might need fresh water, and I got to fill their food bowls, and it's almost veggie time. So that brings me to number 3. Number 3 is diet. 80% of a guinea pig's diet is hay. And all of you guys that are return viewers, you know, I'm a broken record with this, but the majority of their diet is hay. Guinea pigs are poop factories, and what keeps that assembly line going is the hay. 80% of their diet is hay, and it also is what wears their teeth down. Guinea pigs can be prone to tooth issues, and they need to constantly be eating and chewing that hay to keep their teeth worn down. And beyond that 80% of their diet that's hay, they need a fresh bowl of high quality Timothy-based pellets without any seeds, without any of those little cookie bits or dried fruit, just high quality pellets that are generally, they are fortified with the vitamins and minerals that they need, like vitamin C and other things. So that's really important that hay, Timothy hay, is the first ingredient in those pellets. And then after that, they need a handful of a variety of veggies every day. Fruit is an occasional treat. It's very sugary. Occasionally they can have it. Check out the diet section of my care guide for a list of some fruits that we do recommend, like oranges, blueberries, and strawberries, but in moderation, in small amounts occasionally. Really, they're going to appreciate the veggies. They're going to appreciate the lettuce and the green peppers, the celery, cucumbers, things like that a lot more. So that's really important. And then, of course, fresh, clean water every day, a water bottle that you clean out every couple days. Make sure that it's not growing funky stuff, that there's not backwash. The way these water bottles work, when the air bubbles go back in, oftentimes whatever debris in their mouth gets sucked back into that water bottle. You've got to clean that out every day or two. Make sure that it's clean when you are changing to fresh, clean water. And I use zero water filter to make sure that they get fresh, clean filtered water, the water that I drink, the water that BB drinks. That's the water that I give the piggies, and I wouldn't give them anything less. So number 4 involves handling. What is the point of having these sweet, lovable guys if you are not picking them up? And the reason, one of the main reasons, aside from just getting to know them, to tame them, and to love them, and to spend time with them, is because guinea pigs are prey animals. They hide their illness often, and picking them up is a really good way to listen to them, to look into their eyes, and you can tell if something is off or not. So it's really important that you pick your piggies up every day. These guys are going up the little bridge. Is that Gus back there? Gus is back there, and Gizmo's back there, and I'm really happy that they have the space to run and to interact with each other. And so that's what I love about my cage system. It's just CNC cages. If you can imagine it, then you can build it. But let's talk about number 5. Number 5, we're talking about illnesses, common illnesses. Get a vet. I have a worldwide vet list. Try to find a vet. If there isn't a vet that is near enough to you, find the closest vet on my list and call them and say, hey, this is where I live. Do you have a colleague, maybe somebody that you know that you could recommend? It's really important. And I do have videos about what to talk to your vet about if maybe they're not so experienced. The more you learn about common illnesses, the more you can point your vet, who may not be as experienced with exotics, you can point them in the right direction. And in general, vets, they depend on you to make a proper diagnosis. You may have heard some sounds, some breathing, they may have been acting a certain way, and then you get to the vet and they're not acting that way. Well, they depend on you to tell them what you've seen so that they can make a proper diagnosis, so that they can give you the plan and the treatment and possibly the medication that you need to get your piggies feeling better. So find a vet that you trust. I have a worldwide vet list, and it's really important to find a vet and to start saving for any potential emergencies. So an emergency fund and starting to build your emergency kit. There are many over-the-counter items that you can save, that you can have in an emergency. Things like antibiotic ointment, things like gauze and vet wrap, things like baby gas drops or terramycin eye ointment, even nail clippers, head and shoulders if you see ringworm, ivermectin for potential mange. There's just so many things. And again, I can't go into all of that in one quick video here. That's why I have my free guinea pig care guide on my website. I'm not plugging it, it's free. Now, yes, there are some affiliate links, and if you click those links, it does help support me and the channel, and there are some links below in the description of these videos, and that does go a long way to help support my rescue efforts. So I'm really appreciative that you would do that. But I've been volunteering at the LA Guinea Pig Rescue for over 10 years. I had guinea pigs when I was a kid, and I have had guinea pigs for over 10 years now as an adult. Gosh, yeah, about 15 years. And since I got my guinea pigs, and you may have been in the situation where you saw some piggies at the pet shop, and so I made that mistake, and I got 2 piggies from the pet shop in 2008. So 2008, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 16 years ago. And I've had guinea pigs continuously ever since, and I've been volunteering for almost 12 years at the LA Guinea Pig Rescue. And I do this as a labor of love because I've learned so much volunteering, and I want to share what I've learned. And if you want to reach out to me through the contact page on my website, ask me questions, I'm so happy to answer them. The thought of somebody not knowing what's wrong with their piggies, I'm not a vet, but I have seen a lot, I've experienced a lot, and if there's any way that I can help, I want to, because so often these guys go through so much, you know, at the rescue. Every one of these piggies has a crazy story, whether they were left out front of a shelter in a shoebox, or whether they were rescued in a rabbit hutch outside, or whether they were just minutes away from being put to sleep because of a head tilt. There are just, each one of these guys has a crazy story, and so they go through so much, and if there's something that I can do to help piggies all around the world, that's what I'm here for. That's what I'm doing this for. So this is not a plug. This is my full-time work, but it's a volunteer work. It's a labor of love, and I'm so grateful to the supporters, to my patrons over on Patreon, and to all of you that watch these videos, that share these videos, that have reached out to me through the contact page on my website. It's really been a blast. Right, BB? We've done so much. We've several videos every week for many years, and we're happy to do it. Okay, we got to go back. We got to take care of these piggies, and I'm just so happy to be able to put this video out there, put these videos out there, have the care guide, and I hope that this clears it up a little bit. Like I said, I've got playlists. There's so much information that, what are you guys doing down there? There's so much information out there that you know, that I can't just share it in one quick video, but I hope this gets you thinking. I hope this gets you pointed in the right direction. So until next time, thanks for watching. All right, BB. Right down here is my free guinea pig care guide link, and here are some playlists right here. All right. I hope it helps. Okay, we got to get back to work, BB. Okay.